Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, November 14th. Welcome to the morning brief. So we had some major numbers coming out this morning, CPI and core CPI and CPI year over year. So core CPI was less than expected at 0.2%. Now, what does 0.2% mean? It means that CPI is still going up, but it's less than expected. So even though inflation, prices continue to go up, it's less than we expected, so that's got to be a good thing, right? CPI month over month, 0. It didn't go up. Now that is good news. That is really good news. And CPI year over year is estimated to be 3.2% versus an expectation of 3.3 and previous 3.7. Now that's the best number we've got. These last two are the best numbers that we've got. And they are good numbers. That means that consumer prices are not rising and are projected to be less than last year. They're only rising at 3.2% year over year. So maybe this number will start to come down a little bit, but that is very good news. And the market reacted appropriately in this case. Maybe. Well, we'll see. Member Barr speaking. I'm sure they'll get more clarification on the CPI number, so he could say anything. So 10 o'clock, I'd be a little bit patient, a little bit, paying attention. 12:45, same thing with Member Goolsbee speaking. Again, they could make some sort of comment about the CPI and how that affects the Fed's outlook of inflation. So all about inflation today. Looking at the intraday or daily chart here, you can see we are gapping up huge, gigantic gap up because even though CPI is continuing to rise, it's rising at a slower rate. That's the key there. Where can we go? I think we saw that. We've already seen the high of the day. Maybe 44.90 is possible. Downside, I think we could completely flip and potentially come down 43.87. Okay, so don't know for sure what's going to happen, but you got to play both sides. Moving on to the intraday inventory. So yesterday, a very sideways day, was up, then closed actually down. Inventory was not particularly interesting. Never any really big inventory numbers, but yeah, minus 15,000. Some uncertainty here going into this CPI. And then boom, you see the CPI number hit. Big time action there. So let's look at the intraday. Intraday, where do we have support and resistance? Well, we went really close and reversed at a Troy level. Imagine that. That's exactly what Troy levels are, is reversal spots. We'll see if these reversal spots hold or don't hold. At least they bounce when they come to them. That being said, big reaction. So why is the big reaction? Even if CPI is core CPI was still positive, but the month over month was 0 and the year was less than expected. So good CPI numbers overall means that this Federal Reserve may be done raising interest rates. And that's what this is all about, interest rates. And the Fed, what is the Fed going to do? All right, so we blew through untold number of levels, but that's okay. What do we have? There's definitely 4,500 is a huge level. I don't know that we're going to get there, but if we do, 4501, 4523, and 4535 are your numbers above price. But I think we may have already seen the high of the day. That remains to be seen. I could be totally wrong. I think this is a huge overreaction. We'll chop back down. But doesn't mean we can't just go for the moonshot, right? On the downside, obviously we've got a huge overnight range, which ends up being about 60 points. That's absolutely el nutso, if you can get that, if that's a word. Crazy overnight due to this gigantic spike is what it is. Where can we go on the bottom side? Lots of support around the 44.26, 44.10, and if you break 4,400, 43.88. In the middle of the muck, is there any levels of interest inside? I would have to say probably 44.50, 44.80 are going to be numbers, and 44.20 down, way down. The 20s, the 50s, and the 80s are always good numbers. Generically is what it is. Stock Trader's Almanac for today is 47.6, 47.6. So slightly negative day for the Stock Trader's Almanac. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Most importantly, have a great day. See you tomorrow. Hey, thanks for watching the Morning Brief. Check out my website for more information, oneononetrading.com. Take a look at the Troy levels, a trade location finder for the futures markets. Help you find those levels of support and resistance that are just so hard to find. I also do personal coaching and mentorships. So go ahead and take a look at my website, oneononetrading.com. Thanks.